Hey everybody, how you doing? Kenny Kizzle back again. I've got some thank yous that I need to give out. First and foremost, thank you to everybody that's donated so far to the Farmall H Memorial Project Fund. And without you guys, you know, this whole channel wouldn't be possible, and a lot of other people's channels. So we got to thank you for your support for both our channels, for the donations you guys have made to the Memorial Fund, and just for being great friends. You know, everybody that I've met so far along the way on this journey, I consider a lot of you guys my friends. Most of you, most all, I guess you could say. I mean, we haven't really met formally, a lot of us, so I guess it's an internet thing, but as far as I'm concerned, we're all friends, and we're all in the same hobby, and we enjoy the same types of things. You know, we're all motorheads and gearheads, and it's just fun to turn wrenches. Secondly, I gotta say thanks to Squatch 253, or Toby. I was totally not expecting him to give me the shout out and all the extra effort he did for this memorial project. Big thanks to him. And yeah, I was kind of blown away by the amount of support he offered up. So I reached out to him on a whim, thinking, you know, maybe he'd share the link on his page and just give me a quick shout out, but he went above and beyond, and I gotta say thanks to him for that. And thanks again for letting me drive your prototype Minneapolis crawler, the 445 prototype. That was kind of a once in a lifetime type of deal. You know, I had never even driven a crawler before that, so that goes all the way back to the Now Then show, if you guys remember the Now Then 2017 video where I got his 445 crawler on there. But anyways, let's keep the campaign going. We're already almost at $1,000 bucks, so we're making a lot of good progress. Keep sharing it, you know, keep promoting it, and we'll give back to a really good cause, and we'll get to do some work and dedicate the work in the meantime, you know, until we get up to that point of finishing the project. So today I'm going to do a little bit of brush clearing. I wanted to get some of these larger trees cleared out of the way, and if I have time, my wife has a doctor's appointment, but if I have time, I'll hook up one of the tractors and drag some of these small trees out of here. So we'll get a little bit of tractor working in. So a first spring tractor working, I guess you could call it. But let me start cutting some stuff away. I'm not going to show that on video just because you guys all know what it looks like when you hack down a little tree with a chainsaw. So let me get some stuff cleared away, and then we'll see if we can't get something to start up. Well, I got a bunch of brush cleared. I got a couple of stumps I want to try and pull, and since we're on the topic of the H lately, why don't we try and pull them out with the H? I don't know if it'll do it because I don't have much weight on the rear with no wheel weights, but we'll see. And that ground down there, as you guys know, since I got the M stuck, it's pretty soft, but most of it's still frozen pretty good yet. So we'll see if we can get it out and go from there. wasn't much, but we did make the H grunt a little bit. The good thing about this tractor, first of all, the reason why I chose it for the memorial restoration is because my mom and I, we always wanted an H, so that's part of the reason. The second reason is parts are very easy to come by on this. You know, there's 400,000 H's that were produced, and they still make parts today for them. So that's another reason. You know, you can have a good selection of replacement parts, either new or used, at a pretty decent price. So the restoration of this tractor is pretty economical, you could say. And third, I mean, H is a great tractor, so there's a reason there was, you know, 400,000 of them built, because they were a really great tractor. But just visual inspections to give you guys an idea of what I know this thing needs. The rear rims are mismatched, first of all, and one of them, when I put these tires on, I noticed behind one of these wheel clamps, it's got a small hole that's rusted through. So, you know, that's eventually it's going to need to be replaced. But both rims, the rear tires are something I bought just to get me by. You know, they hold air. They got probably, I don't know, 30% tread on them. They're really cracked, but they work for now. The front tires are obviously gonna need to be replaced. All the tread is coming off. These are what are they, an Atlas truck coach tire. So those are gonna have to be replaced. The front rims around the valve stems, they're starting to rust away. They're not horrible, but I mean, eventually they're going to need to be replaced, so we might as well replace those. The engine runs good. It doesn't smoke, but I think at minimum the head needs to be gone through, new valves and guides and seats and all of that. Seals, obviously, in the motor need to be done. There's quite a few leaks underneath there. The transmission input shaft seal and the hydraulic output shaft, or the hydraulic drive shaft seal, those probably will need to be replaced. The brakes work pretty good. I haven't taken them apart yet, so I don't know the condition of the linings on the brake bands, but they work. The rear end makes a typical international whine. I do have a little bit of, it's almost like a freewheeling, so it could be that it's a little low on fluid. It could be, you know, that the gears are severely worn. And I know this being a parade tractor in its past, I know for a fact, because I used to work at that hayride when I was, you know, 12, 13, 14 years old. But I know for a fact they used to shift this thing on the fly when they were going, you know, from the drop-off point to the pickup point in the parade route. So when you do that, if you're not double clutching and you're not doing it correctly, you're going to be grinding gears and rounding the teeth, and that really destroys the drive line in there. So more than likely we're going to have to probably replace, usually it's the 4th and 5th slider that's really worn on them. But anyhow, you know, without, oh, the fuel tank, let me show you the fuel tank. It's the other side. It's got a big goob of lead solder here. They tried to probably patch a leaky hole. Other than that, the tank is solid, so I might be able to repair that, but it'd be just as quick and easy to find a replacement tank. So the mag has already been gone through. Rudy did that for me back before I was working there. The starter's been gone through. The belt pulley's in actually really nice shape. It's got a few chips missing out of the paper here, but I don't think it's anything worth you know, having refurbished. The fenders are in really great shape. You know, it could probably, the lights work, but it could probably use some, you know, Could probably use a new switch, new light switch, because you have to, you know, get it in just the right position for it to really power the lights. So it's probably got some pretty old and dirty corroded contacts inside the switch. But everything else, I mean, the only really flaws in the sheet metal, there's one bent bar here on the grill. Yeah, this one's got a slight bend to it. But I mean, other than that, it's in really good shape. A little bit of body work here, but there's no, you know, no hammer dents, no shotgun holes. So it's in really good shape. So it's a really good candidate for an easy restoration. So anyhow, I want to thank everybody again for donating, for sharing the campaign. Keep doing it. It's making a huge difference. Let's keep this project going, and hopefully we can get it in the garage soon to start the tear down. You know, I don't really want to do that until we have sufficient funds to start really moving on this. So let's end there. And again, thanks Squatch 253. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you next time.